What's good, everybody? Welcome back to the channel. Today, you're talking sports with MJ Johnson. Today, we have our pregame show for this week's version of the Eaglete Podcast. Today, we are joined by co-host of the Eaglete Podcast, Big Play Slay. Let's Go Birds might be here soon, but we got the Eagles versus Raiders pregame show today, and I'm excited, man. We got a big game today. So, Big Play Slay, how are you doing today, sir?
I'm doing good. I know my eyes still look like I just woke up, but I am doing good. I cannot wait for this game. Like, I am pumped. Like, I'm extremely excited. Extremely excited. But
Yeah, same here. We got B-Hub and Benji in the chat. B-Hub says not the Eagles. You know what, B-Hub? You know what, bro? You know what? It's all good. It's all good. We gonna get to the Cowboys later. It's okay. We'll get our chance to beat you guys again.
Benjamin Button Jr. is in the chat. Benjamin
Yes,
Button.
sir. We got Benji in the chat. What's good, Benji? How you doing? But yeah, man, we got the Eagles and we have the Las Vegas Raiders today. We don't play until 4 o'clock Eastern time, 3 o'clock Central. So we are the second slate of games of the day. So yeah, so we play later today. We don't play in the hour like some other teams do. So but we got the Eagles, we got the Raiders. Benji said he's doing good. So Big Play Slay. First question, right off the bat, we got to see where your head is at. So, how nervous are you going into this game on a scale of 1 to 10?
Oh, if you asked me like earlier in this week, I am nervous as a mug. Because first of all, Darren Waller, he's not. I don't think he's questionable for this game, right?
No, I think I talked to one of my other uncles today. He called me this morning. I think he said Darren Waller might not play.
Yeah, so there is a really good chance he might not play. So you have a lot of time to decide if you're the Raiders to see if he's going to play or not. But you don't think he's going to play? Then you have other guys like Hunter Renfrow, Henry Ruggs. But that's just a big loss in general. And
Yep.
he was going to cook us. So
Yeah. Karam says he's enjoying the Cowboys bye week. Man, we got too many Cowboys fans in here, man. It's too many Cowboys fans in here. But
yeah,
I mean, I wouldn't. If I give you a scale, my nervous level is at like 5 or 6. I'm not nervous because Darren Waller might not play, and that's gonna be big. That's a big guy. It's a big loss for Derek Carr. So, and Henry Ruggs, throughout his short career, has been a little bit inconsistent. So, I'm not that scared. I am scared of Max Crosby on the edge. I believe he has the most quarterback pressures in the NFL. So, I mean, we're gonna
that's
have our
with
hands
adding
full with
weight.
that.
That's with
So,
adding muscle too.
yeah. Max Crosby has been a stud, all season, and we've seen how he chased down Lamar. So he has another mobile
Yeah,
quarterback, which he's been doing great against this year. So let's see what
yeah.
happens, though, man. Let's see what happens. But
Yeah.
what's up?
I've heard some Raiders fans say he's better than Nick Bosa. And
Ooh.
that's honestly that's a really arguable take because even though it might clearly be Nick Bosa to so many fans, like if
Mm-hmm.
you look at the stat sheet, Max Crosby. Well, let's see Max Crosby's stats. He has been outperforming Nick Bosa for most of the
Mm-hmm.
times he played. And
Mm-hmm.
I know these guys have only played so little, but Max Crosby's been a stud the last couple of years. So
Yep. We got Vibe in the chat. Hello, sir. How you doing? Washington football team fan. Man, we got a lot of rival fans in the chat today. All right. So, Benji. I mean, not Benji. I called you
wow.
Benji. Jesus.
Oh
Because I
man.
was looking at Benji's comment and it was talking to you at the same time. But Big Play Slay. Um,
Yeah.
because I didn't see anything. I didn't look at it because I hate looking at it. But have you seen the Eagles injury report today?
I think so.
All right. Is there any key guys that are gonna be out for us today? Obviously, Brandon Graham's out for the year, but
Anthony Harris is going to be out for this game.
oh man,
They said he's questionable, but now they're kind of like not so sure that he's going to play this game. Um,
Mhm.
Lane Johnson, he's getting in the game, of course. Um, Derek Barnett has a foot injury. Lane Johnson, he's just rested. He's been resting. Jason
I
Kelsey, he's been resting.
I think Lane Johnson's gonna play today
Yeah,
though.
I'm just naming out the restings and
The
stuff.
rest of mhm.
Yeah, but if you're talking about like the most notable injuries,
Mhm.
Kelsey, Lovato,
Mhm.
Dallas Goddard still has the illness, but they took him off of that.
Mhm.
Landon Dickerson has a knee. I don't know about that one.
I think it's just soreness from his injury.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um,
Isaiah
not
said,
sure.
"Wake up, wake up! Come on, big play. Say it's time for school. You gotta wake up, man. Come on."
He probably said that because of the Nick Bosa thing. Uh, I don't
Yeah.
agree with it. I've just heard some Raiders fans say it.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Big play. Say here. Raiders fans say that Max Crosby's better than Nick Bosa. B Hip says, "I'm glad that Lane is okay." Yeah, same here. B Hip Vibe said we finally have a kicker that can make 57 yards in warm-up, something Dustin Hopkins can never do. That's tough, man. It's the first of the month. Is it the first of the month? No, it's not the first of the month. It's the end of October. Um, uh, Benji said Nick Bosa has been hurt all year. Yeah, last year he was hurt.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's
last
what.
year. Yeah, you're right.
Yeah,
You're right.
Vibe says Packers missing Jair, Kevin King, both, so we could have hit advantage of the secondary. Yep. All right, so big play Slay.
What's up?
So we got the Eagles and the Raiders today. Now, do you think that Derek Carr is going to have a successful game against us, or are we going to give him hell?
Um, I don't know. I think he's gonna have a good game. Honestly, I'm more worried about the running game for them because it's like if
Mm,
you have just like an average running game, you can
hmm
have like over 100 on us like any day of
Look
the
at Chuba Hubbard.
yeah. So honestly, I think Derek Carr is gonna have maybe 290 something yard game, maybe a couple touchdowns. I
Hmm
could see him throwing a pick. Uh, I could see
You
him
know
throwing
what?
in the back end of the defense.
I think Darius Slay's going to get a pick, but we'll get to player stat predictions later. Isaiah said he doesn't care about Max Crosby. Well, there you go. Wait, are you guys home or away? We're going to Las Vegas. That's why we play. That's why we play at the
Sure.
second slate of games. We
Yeah.
play at 4 o'clock Eastern instead of playing at 1 o'clock Eastern, which is the time we usually play. Which will be 12 o'clock and 3 o'clock for you, Benji. But
Yeah.
this game right here. Now the Raiders secondary is it's a little bit iffy. Do you think that our receivers, Devontae Smith, Quez Watkins, Jalen Rager, Dallas Goddard, do you think those guys will be able to take advantage of this weak Raiders secondary?
I think they will,
Mm-hmm.
but then again, you're gonna have to expect them to get picks
Yeah.
because the Raiders are a team that can get picks. That's something the Raiders are known for. They know how to like just be ball hawks in the secondary.
Mm-hmm.
So you can expect a lot of deep balls from today by Jalen Hurts because of course Nick Sirianni's favorite thing to do is throw,
Mm-hmm.
throw, 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 throw. I don't know if he knows what the word RUN means.
Yeah, unless it's with the quarterback.
Yeah, but I think it's going to be a solid game for the Raiders secondary. I don't think they'll stop us
Mm-hmm.
completely because you have to worry about Devontae Smith, who's coming off of a not so good game, I would say, against the
Mm-hmm.
Buccaneers. So he's going to have something to prove this week.
Um, Matthew Goodman, how you doing today? So Vibe says I think Hurts could struggle against these Ed Rodgers and Gus Bradley. Gus Bradley is a really good defensive coordinator. That's gonna be, interesting. Isaiah said the Raiders don't know how to get picks. LOL. And Benji says if y'all don't run the ball and if y'all run the fucking ball in all caps. Oh, if we don't run the ball, I ain't gonna lie, dude. This this is going to be ugly because the Raiders' run defense isn't the best either. And that was going to be my next question. Are we going to finally see Miles Sanders get, a 15 carry game, an 18 carry game against this Raider run defense that can be ran on?
I'll make it even better. I think he'll have his first 100-yard game of the season. Um,
I
I
hope.
I think he'll have over 100 yards this year. Not this year. What do I mean?
This game.
100 yards this game. My bad. I think he'll have 100 yards this game. But in terms of how the way the Raiders run defense is set up, you could definitely
Mm-hmm.
run against them. Um,
Mm-hmm.
it's just because they don't really have any defensive tackle that I'm worried about. Hankins, I think, is really the only guy in that middle I'm worried about.
Yeah, he's like average,
Yeah,
in my
and he's
opinion.
okay. So I think if you get like a little hole on them, the first level, and you go to that second level, you're gonna have to worry about their linebackers like KJ Bright, who's
Mm-hmm.
underrated.
Yeah, Denzel Perryman, who's been decent
Yeah,
this year.
so you have to look at that, but you can definitely run against it. It's respectable, but it's definitely something you can run against.
Vibe says, can't wait to watch Nick Sirianni call a bunch of bubble screens to Quez Watkins. Oh, I can't wait for it either, man. I can't wait for it either. And then have Jalen Rager on the blocker so that way he can get a penalty. And the only get plays we have on screen passes gets called back for some penalty.
And have a 5'8" running back be the wide receiver one on a play.
Yeah. Have Kenny Gainwell be a freaking wide receiver one at like 5'8" and 185 pounds. Yeah, this makes sense. But yeah, that's what's gonna happen all day.
Could you
But
see him? Yeah, could you see
which
Sirianni doing that on a whole drive, making Gainwell receiver, like just
he's
throwing
not.
off his receiver?
Maybe maybe he doesn't like running the ball with running backs, so maybe he might do that instead. Let's Nick Sirianni, man. This Raiders defense, other than the pass rush, we should have a successful day against this Raiders defense. If Nick Sirianni calls the right plays, if he runs the ball consistently, if he establishes the run, if he uses the play action pass, if he rolls Jalen Hurts out a little bit more, if he just does if he has a great game in the play calling department, we can have a successful day against the Raiders. But we can't trust Nick Sirianni to have a good day of calling plays. We just can't do that. Like
Mm-hmm.
it's just crazy. And my thing is too. I mean, week one, Miles Sanders had 15 carries. All right, that's pretty good for week one, right?
Yeah,
Where did that go? He can't even get 10 carries now. Wow, like what's going on here? I'm just confused and just what's going on with Sirianni and why he's just calling plays so horrible and why. And then I think I might have told you this already, but I seen something on Twitter that said Nick Sirianni hates Miles Sanders, then Chip Kelly hated LaShawn McCoy and Deshaun Jackson, and that might be true. Because it's something there that Nick Sirianni just doesn't like running the ball. So I don't know, man. We have to run the ball today.
and you can tell that he likes Kenneth Gainwell more, because if we're being honest, Kenneth Gainwell was drafted by Nick Sirianni. That's his pick, not a Howie Roseman pick. Miles Sanders was drafted by Howie Roseman. So either way, this is not his pick. So he'll try to utilize him in the offense because it's, first of all, it's a
Mm-hmm.
contract year for him. So I already feel bad enough that we're wasting a contract year for him. And then you're not using him at all. And another thing I want to say is I am sorry to all the fantasy players out there that use Miles Sanders for fantasy this year. We're sorry that our coach is idiot sometimes, but
Yeah. Benji said just trade Sanders at this point. Y'all don't use him. Get him to a team that will use something out of him. And start Gainwell if that's what Sirianni wants. I'm just tired of Sirianni, bro. Like it's and you know what? I'm glad because before the season started, I was gonna make a few bets of Sanders having better stats than a few running backs. And I'm glad that I forgot to make those bets and finalize those bets because Jesus, man, I would have been paying up a lot this year. So I'm glad that I forgot because it was gonna be bad for me. Vibes says Miles says he's go to the Rams. They'll use him, right? It's I mean, yeah, they would. They probably use him better than we would right now. I mean,
Yeah.
now let me ask you a question before we get back to like the Eagles and Raiders. Just last question about Sirianni. Do you
Yeah.
think he's currently the worst play caller in the NFL?
No.
Okay.
I think I don't know if I would say he's the worst play caller, but the Giants, the Jags, I think who's the offensive coordinator for the Jets that was on the Niners?
Oh, Mike LaFleur.
No, I think he might be a better play caller than Nick Sirianni because he has more experience doing that than Sirianni.
Mm-hmm.
So they may have better calls over there in New York.
Yeah.
But I don't know if I would say he's the worst, but it's still not good.
Vibe says Jets have better play caller than the Eagles. Yeah, they actually use their 1,000-yard rusher. Benji said it's so disappointing because he's so talented. Yep. What's up, Jose? How you doing today?
And he's so
But
young too. Like you don't want to waste a young player's career.
yeah, especially when he's coming into his prime. You know,
Yeah.
like
And it's a running back's prime by the time they get to 28 and they're done.
yeah. Oh well, watch Nick Sirianni's gonna want to use him when he's like old, washed up, like 35 years old. He gives him like 20 carries a game.
Yeah.
But so back to this matchup for the Eagles and Raiders. Enough ranting about Sirianni. What's your stat prediction for Henry Ruggs this game?
That's a hard one. That's a really good one, MT. Put me on the spot. I think he'll have I'll say maybe 56 yards, I'll say.
Okay, what's up, Coach Dante? How you doing, man? For Henry Ruggs, I'll say he'll have 6 catches. No. I'll say have 4 catches for 45 yards. He'll probably get like a couple of first downs, but I don't think he'll beat us over the top. He could though, because I don't know. Anthony Harris is out. B-Hub says Ruggs for 4 catches, 106 yards and a touchdown. Wow.
I could see that.
Well, if Darius Slay's locking him up, then he's not getting nothing. But
you have to remember, Steven Nelson guarded Tyreek Hill for most of that game, and you don't put Hill on Nelson.
You don't put Nelson on any speed guy. Let's just say
exactly.
That. Ruggs for 4 catches and 88 yards for 5. Okay. Now, what's up? You gonna say something?
I was just gonna put up a stat.
Okay.
But I could do that after you could go.
All right. So, next prediction I was gonna ask: what is the stat prediction for Josh Jacobs?
He's definitely getting over 100 yards.
It's just how many?
Just already guarantee that. It's just gonna always happen. 112 yards. And I'll say a receiving touchdown.
Okay. I'm going to say Jacobs gets 20 carries, 102 yards, and he gets a rushing touchdown.
Mm-hmm.
All right. And last, for the Raiders offense, what is your stat prediction for the man under center, Derek Carr?
293 yards.
Okay.
I'll say 3 touchdowns.
Mm-hmm.
No, I'll say 2 actually. My bad. I'll say 2. And 1 interception.
All right. And B-Hub said Jacobs is getting 15 carries for 95, and Vibe says 17 carries for 68 yards, a touchdown, and then 3 catches for 15 yards for Jacobs.
But
all right.
I want to let your chat hear the Spy Darius Slay stats this season.
Okay.
2 targets, 0 receptions for Calvin Ridley week 1.
Okay.
1 reception, 6 yards for Brandon Ayuk.
Yep.
One reception, Amari Cooper. I mean, one reception, 6 yards for Amari Cooper.
Okay.
One reception, 15 yards against Tyreek Hill. Even though Steven Nelson was covering him most of the damn game anyway.
Mm-hmm.
DJ Moore, 2 catches, 14 yards.
Mm-hmm.
2 catches, 27 yards for Mike Evans. Why did I just say Mike Davis?
So these are Darius Slay stats versus the top receivers in the NFL. Oh, you forgot to mention against DJ Moore, 2 interceptions as well.
Mm-hmm. B-Hub. See, unlike Trevon Diggs, Slay never gets beat.
Oof. CLL8, what's up, man? How you doing, sir? So my stat prediction for Derek Carr will be 22 completions on 34 attempts. He'll have 284 yards, 2 touchdowns, and 1 interception. And that interception will go to Darius Slay.
Yeah, I can see that.
Bro, it's already raining in San Francisco. Yeah, you're going to the game tonight, right? So you better have fun there if it rains. Every corner gets beat, Cap.
Isn't Carson Wentz undefeated in San Francisco anyway?
He's undefeated versus the Niners in his career, yes.
He's only played there once.
He played them twice.
Twice, right?
Yeah.
Twice.
He played them the Super Bowl year and last year.
But that was out at our home. Oh, yeah, no, you're right.
He's 2-0 against the Niners.
2-0 against them. I'm like, at San Francisco.
But wait, 5-1, who's under 5 and who's under 500?
Who's 5-1?
The Cowboys, because I guess you were talking about Trevon Diggs, and Isaiah said, well, the Cowboys are winning and the Eagles aren't, basically.
I mean, Darius Slay's yet to allow a receiver to go deep on him. Just saying.
All right, so next, we got the Eagles stat predictions now. And we'll start off with wide receiver number 1 this year, Devontae Smith.
I'll say 102 yards.
102 yards for Smith. Any touchdowns?
I don't see a touchdown. I'll say he has 5 receptions though.
I say he gets 7 receptions for 112 yards and a touchdown. Vibe says Smith 6 catches for 97 yards. Okay. Beho said all I gotta say about Trevon Diggs is that he's not a top 5 corner, but he's literally a playmaker. But he gets beat on double moves. But I love him for that. Yeah, he gets turnovers.
I'm not comparing Diggs and Sherman by any means, but I don't know. When I see Trevon Diggs, he just gives me a Sherman vibe based off the height. It's only because of the height and how they just are in stances all the damn time.
All right, so next we have to go to the stat prediction of the guy who probably won't even get used, the Miles Sanders.
I'll say 8. I'll say no. I'll say he has 11 carries. For 109 yards. Or 1 touchdown.
All right, I think Sanders is going to get 12 carries for 60 yards and a touchdown.
See, that's realistic.
What's up, Jacob? Jacob. The Steelers are on the bye week, so I know you are just relaxing. So now we got to go to the quarterbacks. What's the stat prediction for Jalen Hurts in this game?
I'll say Jalen Hurts has 300 yards. He has 2 tutties. And I'll say he has 1 interception.
B-Hub says Sanders gets 6 carries for 26 yards. And Vibe says Sanders gets 14 carries for 70 yards and a touchdown. Okay. Now, my stat prediction for Hurts will be 22 completions on 30 passing attempts for, say, 305 yards, 3 passing touchdowns, and 1 interception. And also he has 40 rushing yards.
Yeah.
Now, on for offense and defense, who's your breakout player for both sides, offense and defense?
Offense, Quez Watkins. Defense, I'll say Davion Taylor.
Ooh, Davion Taylor, that's a name. Well, he should have been an X factor when he made a great play last week, but taunting calls. Come that. Anyways, offense and defensive player breakout. Offense or X factor. Offense. I'm gonna say it's gonna be Quez Watkins because that's literally what he's done all year. And defense for defensive X factor. Um, I'm gonna go with Avonte Maddox.
Oh, I like that. That's a good one. And he's going to be guarding Connor Renfro.
All right. Now, if for the Raiders, who would be their X factor for both sides of the ball?
I'll say the offense, you got to go with Renfro.
Okay.
For the defense, Trayvon Mullen.
Ooh, Trayvon Mullen.
Is he their one, by the way?
He might be. For offense, for their X factor, I'm gonna say Kenyon Drake. He's actually been pretty good this year. And then defense for the Raiders, I'm gonna say Denzel Perriman, who's been also really good for them this year.
Yep.
What's up?
No, I agree with you.
Okay. All right, so let's read the comments. So Isaiah says Diggs is not a top 5 corner because he's the best. I mean, I wouldn't say he's the best corner. He's the best corner at getting picks, but I mean, skill for skill. I mean, Jalen Ramsey's the best corner in the NFL. I mean, the Rams literally made him his own position.
Exactly.
He literally got a position made for him in that Rams defense because of how much he can do and how good he is.
Like,
what's up?
I was gonna say that's the only reason Trevon Diggs has like 5, 7 picks or 6 picks. I don't know how many, but he has a ton of picks is because he doesn't get the respect that Jalen Ramsey and a guy like Darius Slay get. They don't get the ball thrown to them because they know that the quarterback knows what they can do. They know if you throw that ball to that side, they're picking it off. So quarterbacks are just testing Trevon Diggs.
Let's see. Diggs isn't even top 10. He just gets picks. He's top 15. Yeah, and that's the thing that we had to understand. And I'm glad that Cowboys fan and Sean from the Sports Theory, Cowboys fans, he said this too. What Big Play Slay just said. Trayvon Diggs has a lot of picks because people throw it his way. So when people throw it his way so much, and he gets a lot of picks. But if Jalen Ramsey got the same amount of targets his way as Trevon Diggs, he probably have more interceptions than Diggs does.
Exactly.
But it just happened that they don't throw it to Ramsey's way anymore because you see when Ramsey had his breakout year with the Jaguars, it was give me that ball. But they don't have that same respect for Trayvon Diggs right now, so they're just throwing it his way. I completely disagree. Let's say because Howard got respect and still had 8 or 9 picks in one season. But yeah, Xavier Howard's a different breed. But
that's Xavier Howard though.
Xavier Howard's a different breed. And what helps Xavier Howard too, Benji, is that he has another good corner next to him, Byron Jones.
Exactly.
So it's either you throw it to Byron Jones' side or you throw it to Xavier Howard's side. And it just happened that on that big season for Xavier Howard, they just chose to throw it to his side a little bit more often than they throw it to Byron Jones' side because they were both good corners that year.
Let's not forget, Trevon Diggs has been working with a ton of receivers this entire offseason. Not to mention, his brother is a top 5 receiver in this league. So he's going to get most of that from from the receiver work he does with the receivers that he plays with. So let's not say that just because Xavier Howard is Xavier Howard and people throw to him, you have to understand who's on the other side.
Yeah.
Next to Xavier Howard, Jervon Diggs doesn't have a corner next to him.
Yo, Vibe said I saw something that said Trayvon Diggs is the Jameis Winston of defense. Oh my God, the Jameis Winston
That's
of defense. Hey man, but now anything else you got to say, Big Play Slay, before we get into the game predictions and all that stuff like that?
Not really.
All right, so now in the chat you can do it with us. Big Play Slay, your game prediction for the Philadelphia Eagles versus the Las Vegas Raiders. Who do you have winning? How many points and why?
I can't believe I'm saying this.
Oh man,
27-24 Philadelphia Eagles. I can't
I
believe
would
I was winning.
listen. I want to pick the Eagles so bad because when you look at the Raiders defense and how we can attack them, we have the keys to beat the Raiders, but I can't trust our play calling to do it. I cannot trust the Eagles play calling to do what we need to do. This game is a game we should definitely win because the Raiders coaching is in they have a tough situation with their coaching staff right now. Obviously, you guys know what's going on there. So adjusting to a new coach and all that stuff, Darren Waller being out, you would think that, the Eagles should win this, but the play calling is too inconsistent. But for one game, I'm going to put my trust in Nick Sirianni, and the Eagles will win 23-21. The Eagles will win by 2.
Yeah, and let's not forget the Broncos and the Raiders. Well, the Raiders won the last time they met, which was last week, I think. Before the Broncos played the Browns, of course, but the week before that, they played the Raiders, and the Raiders destroyed them that game. So, and let's not forget, the Raiders are a team that can go one win. They just look like the best team in the NFL, and then another day they just look like a top 5, bottom worst team in this league. So, it's always something with them.
Yep. All right. Vibe says Raiders 30-27. All right. Or Jacob said you guys should win this game. Yeah, I mean, yeah. With everything going on with the Raiders, with Darren Waller being out and the new coaching staff, we should win this game. Nick Sirianni, please run the football. Please run the football. That's all I ask.
Yeah.
Please. It shouldn't be that hard. Just run the football.
Yeah.
But Big Play Slay, any last words you have before we close this out?
I think the Eagles get the W. Let's go get the W today. I'm gonna just be watching and just chilling to these games on Red Zone. But I might go live for these Red Zone games. But if you want to go check that out, maybe I might just do that. But honestly, I might go in the bar. By the way, Benji.
Yeah, I'll go in the bar.
But yeah, MG, thank you for having me on. I appreciate it.
Yes, sir.
Anytime I get to come on the channel, it's amazing. But thank you, man.
Yes, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, appreciate everyone for watching. Isaiah says he has the Raiders 23-3. All right.
Damn.
But yeah, appreciate everyone for watching. Hey, man. Keep subscribing to the channel. All support is appreciated. Isaiah, going to the Niners game today. I'll look for you and Rocho on TV. But other than that, ladies and gentlemen, appreciate everyone for watching, liking, commenting, subscribing, doing all the great things y'all do. I will not be live for this game because I'll probably be at a family's house while this game's on. But, I'll still, be on Twitter talking about the game stuff. So y'all can follow me there. Yeah. Follow, subscribe to Big Play Slay if you haven't. Link to his channel is in the description. Other than that, ladies and gentlemen, all love is appreciated. Until next time, you've been talking sports with MG Nas, and I'm out. Peace.
Bye-bye.